Well, good morning, guys. Today we are going to attempt to repair my Vibe Shearwater. So I was out fishing with my brother-in-law. You might have seen the video, us, hopping up on the bridge and fishing for some sheep's head. Well, here's the thing. We did not allow enough slack. And so while we were on the other side of the bridge catching sheep's head, it was just hitting against the oysters and just all the barnacles and stuff for probably about 10 minutes. And this is what happened. There's a whole bunch of gashes, man. That's like a lifetime worth of gashes that happened in 10 minutes. And so I have this kit right here. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. I got it off Amazon. Plastic welding kit. And so I'm going to open this up and kind of see what supplies are in there. But Vibe also throws this in when you get your kayak. And so it's a repair, little repair patch right here. And I've never done anything like this before. I've never plastic welded. But what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take some of this plastic and I'm going to use it to fill in some of the deeper cuts right there. But then I'm going to use the tool inside this kit to kind of just smooth out some of these, divots here. Now, I don't know how it's going to work or look, so this is not really a how-to video. This is kind of a watch me try and fix it video. So let's get into it. I wanted to show you what's in this kit real quick. So it comes with some sandpaper, a wire brush. It's got, of course, your plastic welder right here. And it has that tip, but yeah, here it is. It comes with another tip as well right here. You also have your plastic in case, you don't have plastic that comes with your kayak. So there's some plastic right there. Also has some mesh here. And I'm not really sure. Oh, this is like probably a stand for I think it's like a stand. Yeah. Okay. And instructions, which I'm going to quickly look at these and then just try it. I've also got my torch here, which this thing's awesome. You can't really see, but this thing's, man, the flame on this thing is probably about 5.5, 6 inches. So I don't know, thought maybe I could use it to kind of just like touch it up and see what happens first by doing that. I kind of did a little something. And then, of course, just this to cut up some plastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on one end and kind of work my way down, because I don't want to just focus on one area and just really, really melt the plastic. What I want to kind of do is just I'm going to address all the big gashes eventually. But what I want to do right now is kind of just lay out what I have and just make it visibly look a lot better, because a lot of it is just scratches. It's not really that bad. So I'm going to and I also don't want to just work on an area so much that it just starts melting a ton of plastic around it. So I'm just going to do just preliminary stuff and just see kind of what happens as I start to, see, that's looking better. As I start to kind of just work with what's here and not focus on an area too much, and just little by little kind of melt down these little gashes here. So guys, please understand, I'm no professional at this. I'm kind of just working my way through this. I know kind of how to plastic weld if there's a crack, put plastic in there, use wire mesh, whatever you got to do, weld it up. It doesn't have to look pretty, but I'm trying to kind of surface this and make it look nice, at least better. And so you can see the difference from this side to this. This looked like this. And so what I'm kind of doing is just not heating up too much, but heating up enough to where I can go in a circular motion just a little bit and kind of because a lot of the plastic is there. It's around, it's around the scratch. So I'm kind of just using a circular motion a little bit to heat up an area and kind of let it kind of work itself. And see that right there? See how it kind of self-heals and go away? I'm not really getting that deep into the kayak at all. Trust me, I want to keep the integrity of this boat as much as I can. But, you know, this is where we're at right now. So here's a quick update, and then I'm going to hand the phone to Shan so she can kind of give you a more steady angle. But right now, I'm going to show you what it looked like when we started. So right now you can see just all the scratches and how it's just been torn up. And right now I'm going to switch back to this video right here. And you can see that, you know, you can still see the scuff marks, okay? But it looks much better than it did, right? Much better. And we're still going to work here. I haven't tackled filling in these big gashes because that's the most important. Everything else is just surface. And, you know, obviously, just like a normal kayak, well, you know, this kayak got messed up and we only used it like 3 times. So, of course, we're going to deck this thing out with our decals, Yak Tribe. And once there's a huge Yak Tribe decal on here, I'm not sure you're going to even know this big accident ever happened. So, guys, again, I'm going to show you like what I'm finding to be really useful is the circular motion, because like, though you can still see some scratches, you know, I'm not going to get all of these out, and I'm not going to attempt to get all of these scratches out because it's just too much and I don't want to melt so much plastic. But I'm basically using the, you know, when there's a scratch that happens in a kayak, the plastic doesn't always just fall into the water. What it does is it kind of pushes into the kayak and the plastic pushes out on itself. And what you'll find, like that right there, that gash, that plastic is gone. That's why it's a gash. But this plastic right here, it's still kind of around the scratch. And so just working the circular motion and letting it kind of heat up and kind of blend itself together is what is really working for me. We're gonna attempt to now fill this gash right here. And so I'm gonna cut out, and I wish I had some scissors instead, but I'm gonna cut out some plastic that's generally the size of that gash, which I think this will do right there. And this is a pretty big chunk of plastic, so, you know, I think even that's a little bit too much. So we're gonna try and trim it down just a little bit. Yeah, it's about something like that. Yeah. And what I'm gonna do is kind of heat up this area just a little bit and kind of heat up the plastic. I wish I really had a pair like of tweezers or something, but what I'm gonna do is kind of just heat up that plastic just a little bit and heat up that area just a little bit. And we're gonna see if we can't get these two to kind of become one. Ah! It was working until I dropped my piece of plastic. What I should do is kind of heat this up so it kind of sticks in there. Man. Y'all, this is some tough work here, working on the edge. Okay, there we go. So I'm just gonna, I don't want to heat up too much. I just want to do it a little at a time and just kind of, boom, just like that. Just kind of get it in there, make sure there's no, you know, air in there. And we're just gonna kind of heal that gash over little by little, just like this. And we're gonna kind of now just start to blend it a little bit. Not that it matters, you know, it's a kayak, guys, and this will be in the water. But just for personal sake, I'm just gonna kind of go like that. Here's another little gash, and I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I'm gonna heat this up a little bit and just try to stick my piece of plastic and then weld it. So just like that, like get it kind of in there and then heat over it like this. There, it was almost in. It was almost there. We just gotta kind of move it back now. Okay, there we go. And of course, you're gonna have some excess plastic, but I'm kind of okay with that excess plastic. You know what? I should have really cut some more red so it wasn't so black, because it's not really blending in. But at least I know water is not gonna get through, and that gash is pretty much healed. Here is where we're at right now. Guys, you can see, you know, where some of the bigger patches are because of the black right there from our repair piece. But those are nice and smooth. There's another one, there's another one, there's another one over there. There's definitely some work I can do, like filling in, you know, some more of this. But guys, this kayak is pretty much good to go. I would love to sit here and work on this all day. And again, here's a before right now. That's a before, and this is an after. Of course, you can still see some of the scratches. I really don't feel like sitting around and, you know, dumping more plastic into this. If I have more time another day, I'll come back and get some more of these little holes. But this kayak is gonna work, it's gonna float. I mean, it was floating and doing great, just fine. It's just, you know, who wants a ton of gashes in their kayak? Definitely not me. But we're going fishing in the morning, and I got to get to my work day. So this is going to be a stopping point. Again, here's a before, and here's an after. You can see it looks much better. And so guys, I hope this video maybe inspired you, helped you. Let me know in the comments below if you think it's any better than the before. Again, I want to say right now, it's not perfect. Guys, I know there's scratches still that you can see. Of course, I don't want to melt so much plastic, but I wanted to get it, you know, better looking than it was before. And so I got this kit off Amazon. I'm not sure how much it was. I mean, I think it was less than 20 bucks. And now I have the ability to basically repair any holes, any cracks in all of my kayaks with just these tools right here. This torch, that kit. You know, I got plastic for a bunch of kayaks, so we can repair stuff now. So there we go, guys. Hope this video helped you guys. Again, it wasn't a DIY. This was me trying to figure it out and make my beat up kayak look a little less beat up. Anyways, stay tuned. New video coming soon.